Hannibal Barca did the impossible, and it wasn't enough. He crossed the Alps with elephants, shattered Rome's armies, and inflicted defeats so catastrophic they still echo in military academies today. At Trebia, Lake Trasimene, and Cannae, Roman legions were not just beaten, they were erased. And yet, Rome did not fall. Instead, it rose stronger, more ruthless, and more determined than ever. This is not the story of a man who failed on the battlefield. It is the story of how total victory can still lead to total defeat. Stay with Ancient Odyssey as we uncover how Hannibal won every battle that mattered, and still lost the war. If you value cinematic history told without myths, consider subscribing. Hannibal's war against Rome did not begin in Italy. It began in resentment. After Carthage's defeat in the First Punic War, Rome stripped it of territory, wealth, and pride. Hannibal grew up in this atmosphere of humiliation. Ancient sources record that as a child, he swore an oath of eternal hostility toward Rome, a vow that would define his life. By his mid-20s, Hannibal commanded Carthaginian forces in Iberia, expanding territory and securing resources without approval from Carthage's cautious ruling elite. When he attacked the Roman-allied city of Saguntum in 219 BCE, Rome declared war. Hannibal responded not with diplomacy, but with an invasion no one believed possible. Hannibal did not fight Rome on Rome's terms. He dragged the war into Italy itself, crossing rivers, mountains, and hostile territory with an army that should not have survived the journey. Yet it did. At Trebia, he lured Roman forces into icy waters and destroyed them with hidden cavalry. At Lake Trasimene, he staged one of history's largest ambushes, wiping out an entire Roman army in hours. Then came Cannae. Surrounded on open ground, Hannibal deliberately weakened his center, allowing Roman legions to press inward, only to encircle them completely. Nearly every Roman soldier was killed or captured. Rome had never suffered a catastrophe on this scale. Hannibal had mastered war. But mastery of battle was not mastery of the war. After Cannae, Rome was exposed, and the ancient world watched, expecting its collapse. Many of Rome's allies defected, and panic swept the city. Yet Hannibal did not march on Rome itself. He lacked siege equipment, reinforcements, and most critically, support from Carthage. His army was a coalition held together by victory, not loyalty. Rome adapted instead. It avoided open battle, harassed Hannibal's supply lines, and refused to negotiate. While Hannibal won tactically, Rome shifted the war strategically. Victory after victory brought him no closer to peace. The battlefield belonged to Hannibal, but time belonged to Rome. Rome responded not with desperation, but with reinvention. Under commanders like Fabius Maximus, Rome avoided direct confrontation. Instead, Rome shadowed Hannibal's forces and cut him off from vital resources. Meanwhile, a new generation of Roman leaders struck at Carthage's power elsewhere, most decisively in Iberia. There, a young general named Scipio dismantled Carthaginian control and learned from Hannibal's own tactics. By shifting the war away from Italy, Rome forced Hannibal onto the defensive for the first time. When Scipio finally invaded North Africa, Carthage recalled Hannibal home. After 16 years of victories, Hannibal was summoned not to conquer, but to defend. In 202 BCE, Hannibal faced Scipio at Zama. For the first time, he was outmatched. Hannibal's cavalry was outnumbered, his troops were unreliable and had no room for improvisation. Hannibal was defeated, and Carthage was forced into submission. Yet his legacy was already sealed. Hannibal exposed Rome's vulnerabilities, forced it to abandon tradition, and transformed it into a machine of total war. Rome did not defeat Hannibal by matching his genius, but by enduring it. His life reveals a brutal truth about power. Brilliance can win battles, but systems win wars. Empires are not built by victory alone, but by resilience, resources, and time. If this moment reshaped how you see history, subscribe to Ancient Odyssey, where forgotten turning points still echo today.